Tapos they...
No, it's not fun. Morning. Welcome to a Tyke farming in the Philippines.
Oh, see, because you won't be seen in the camera.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ding-a-ling-ding on the bell. Don't turn the volume up on that. So it's what day is it? Sunday morning. It's 4 o'clock, obviously, our time.
What me?
I think it's 8 o'clock in the morning in the UK, so about midday in Australia. I've no idea about America, or Canada, or Europe. Oh, Europe's would be an hour in front of UK or an hour behind.
Comment na.
No, we've got a comment already. Martin Roden. Good morning, Martin. We're butchering a pig this morning. That's why we're up so early. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Not. Haven't woke up yet. I can hear the pigs, so they're pulling it out the piggery and tying it
there
up.
na ha. Oh, I'm there na.
Yeah. I don't feel so lonely now. So another Sunday of butchering, early start, busy morning, and then we'll relax a bit this afternoon. So that'll be pretty much all we're doing today, butchering the pig.
Yeah.
We'll do a bit of digging, I think. We'll do a little bit of something, but not a great deal. Yeah.
I hide it. It's in here. Oh, I just transfer it.
So a small cup of tea going.
Small cup of tea.
And a cigarette, and we should be right.
You can't hear me.
I can't hear you. What are you saying?
No, nothing. I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah, we should talk to television because I'm a bit stuck for words this morning.
Hello.
Happy Easter, Ants. Yeah, Holy Week as they call it here. I didn't know what they're on about because I didn't realise it was Easter. So it's Easter Sunday this morning. What day did they have off this week? Was it Thursday?
Friday.
Oh, it was Friday. Yeah, so Easter Friday was the day here. But a lot of people are on holiday on the Thursday as well. And then it's back to normal. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I don't think they bother with Easter Monday here, which in UK is a bank holiday.
I think because the camera was safe.
The camera was what?
It's like that, but because of the
air. The fan.
Mm-hmm.
What, the camera's moving around?
Yeah, the laptop was.
Well, everybody on this channel will be used to the camera moving around.
Yeah, you have 11 watching that.
Yeah, the selfie stick broke this week, so.
Oh, how many times you called the phone?
The last couple of videos, you've got fingers and everything. But we realised, or Jean realised, because I don't realise these things, April the 20th, That's when we opened the shop 1 year ago. So the Sari Sari shop has been open for 12 months exactly today. This time last year we were waiting for the freezers and fridges to come, the shop fridge and freezer. It seems like a lot longer than 12 months that shop's been open. It's come a long, long way in 12 months. We started with 100,000 pesos worth of stock, and it's lots more now. It's done very well, and it's thanks mostly to Jean's hard work. Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of work as well in it, but Jean mans it and puts the hours in. She knows all the stock and the prices and the buying, manages all the selling. So it's mostly down to Jeannie's, that shop. It's her shop, and she's done really well with it. Warwick. Oh, Warwick's in Australia. Yeah. Happy Easter to you, Warwick, as well. Adrian. Happy Easter to you too. Happy Easter to everybody. Yeah, bit stuck for words this morning. Yeah, so we've done really well with the shop, and now to carry forward on this site, it's a shop, pigs, chickens, and pensions what will take us forward. We don't have an unlimited amount of resources, so we've got to earn the income to take the house forward. And in a way, that's a good thing, because you don't appreciate things unless you have to work hard to get them. And it's a good learning curve for Jean. She's having to manage the stock in the shop a lot better now. She's building the stock up for the Fiesta weekend, and she's doing that out of takings, and she's managing that quite well. To get the extra stock loaded in, what she'll require over the Fiesta weekend to maximise profits, but she's having to learn what to buy again, to know what's going to sell, so she's not putting extra stock in the shop which is not needed, which is exactly what we did at Christmas. It was his first Christmas, we didn't know how that would go, and we bought a lot of extra stock which we didn't really need. Today, for example, there's 10 cases of soft drinks going out. So the Fiesta's really started now. Different family events around Fiesta are sort of linked in with the Fiesta. It's Ramon, is it, who's bought the thing? Ramon's brother.
Yeah, brother-in-law. Birthday.
And it's a birthday.
First birthday.
Yeah. No, we're butchering one pig this morning. We could sell 2.
25 kilos was ordered.
How many?
25 in the pig head.
25 kilos of meat is ordered, so that's going to be near enough half the pig. And the pig's head's gone. The pig's guts haven't gone yet, have they?
Not yet.
No. But we're not going to butcher 2. If we run out, we run out. Because we're saving this 6 left, and we're saving the bulk of them, hopefully the bulk of them for the Fiesta weekend. I had pork last night for tea.
How many nights for?
I think I've had pork 3 times since last week, and it's beautiful. It really is beautiful meat, full of flavour. So we're doing it right. We've got that piggery and the feed working well, and we've got to maintain that, and we've got to fine tune that piggery and chickens. I'm trying to do the same with chickens now, and get a production line going. We were only maybe 2 weeks away from mating them gilts. We changed the feed yesterday, so they'll be going on that feed probably tomorrow. It'll be Monday before I get the fittings for the plumbing, and then we'll put them gilts into the gestation crates, and get ready for mating them. It's only 2 weeks away. A Yorkshireman stuck to words. Never. No, you're confusing me with an Irishman, I think. I'm not much of a talker, never have been. This is all very strange for me, a YouTube channel. Never thought I'd do anything like this. Except when, well, not so much nowadays, but when I was younger, when I was full of drink, you couldn't stop me bloody talking. Yeah. Larry Langdon. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, it's good to see you here. We've got to 1,500 subscribers now. I don't look at analytics. It's not important to me. It's, you know, I like YouTube. I like to watch people, ordinary people, doing whatever they're doing. So if this channel's of interest to people, it doesn't matter how many or how many or how little. If it's of interest to somebody, then it's worth doing. Free beer to celebrate, Martin. Well, you had free beer yesterday.
No, for the anniversary of the shop.
Oh, free beer.
Yeah, free beer. I can give them free, but they need to pay after the.
Do you mean free beer or free beer?
Free.
3?
Yeah, free.
We can afford to give 3.
No, it said free.
Joe Monkley. Hi, Joe. Happy Easter to you as well, Joe.
From New Zealand.
Yeah, Kiwi. John Witter. No, I haven't, John. It's been...
Excuse me.
Bless you. The only place I can get one is Lasada, and I can't remember how much they are now. 40,000 pesos. So it's on the back burner a little bit, but I will make that money available to get one as soon as I can. But at the minute, money's a bit thin on the ground. That's why we're doing lots of little jobs. The priority is to keep these 3 workmen going. And then at the end of the month, end of next month, there'll be a little bit more money available, and we'll start going forward. A pig stomach is essential. Same as a walk-in freezer down there, fridge is essential. It's all essential. It's just a matter of prioritising things. A drain on resources was Richie and his crew getting that roof on. I had the materials on site, so that was priority. And now that's done, when we get a little bit more money available, we'll start doing other things again. It has to be self-financing now. So it's profits from the shop, profits from the pigs, profits from chickens, and the chickens are starting to earn money, and my pensions. And that's how we'll go forward. But when there's not that money available, then we'll do whatever we do. But it'll get done, it'll get done. Ants, yeah, sausage and bacon. There's a lot of expats in Cebu, but not in the local area. Now, they've got their own sausage here. What do you call them little round sausage things? You sold some yesterday.
The chorizo.
Chorito, the little
Chorizo,
round.
yeah.
Chorizo.
Yeah.
And what they call breakfast. I buy one. It's a veal breakfast, and I don't think there's any veal in it. But it's quite a nice pork sausage, but I wouldn't call it breakfast. They do a Hungarian breakfast, which is no pepper in it, so it's not Hungarian to me. But yeah, I'll certainly cure some bacon for myself, and maybe make a bit of sausage for myself at some stage. But it's a lot of work, making sausage. If you're just making it once, it's not a lot of work. But if you're making it every week, it's a lot of work. If it sells, we'll put some bacon through the shop. If I cure some from myself at some stage. If it sells, then we'll do it for sure. I mean, curing bacon is not hard work at all. But once you've cured it, you've got to dry it out, and it all has to be sliced up and packaged. And there's the work if you're doing it every week. If you're selling it every day, then it becomes a job. But I'm looking forward to a bit of bacon. You can buy bacon here, but it tends to be sweet, like everything else.
No, you did buy some.
Yes.
You quite like it.
Yeah. The 3 workers, Larry,
Around 12.
around 12,000 pesos a week.
That's 7 days a week. 7 days a
But
week.
they're working 7 days a week. The labour is on 500 pesos a day. The middle one's on 550 a day, and the highest paid one is 650 a day. Now the fellow in charge who's not working at the moment, he was on 750 a day. There's a wage differential between the different fellows. So if you convert that to Western money, it's very cheap. It's very cheap wages. Well, 12,000 a week at the minute. So what's that? 150, 160 pound a week. 320 Australian dollars. So it's not a lot of money in the scheme of things, but to put it in perspective, £300 a week. My pension is from England is £800, so it's more or less taking up my English pension, or the shop pays for it, or whatever. But I want to keep hold of them because they all work well. So I'd rather have them doing all these odd jobs to keep them together before we go back onto the house. And these odd jobs we're doing are important because I like to get things finished, for one thing. But we're concentrating on these odd jobs. These odd jobs are in the chickens and the pigs, and we're fine-tuning that. We can't afford to get disease in this shed again. At the minute, we've got sparrows going in with the chickens. We've got sparrows going in, not so many, but we're getting sparrows in, the odd one in the piggery. And they're like mice. I never realised sparrows were like this. They can get through the smallest gap. And I mean, you can't stop wild birds flying over the chickens and crapping in flight. But you can stop them going in with the chickens and walking around for the feed and crapping in the chicken runs. It's all about reducing risk, isn't it? Yeah, they work well. With a bit of a fallout yesterday. I was down there and I wasn't happy. So I had a word with Win, which, if you criticise Filipinos just a tiny bit, it all gets blown up. You've got to be very careful. You take everything to heart. And I came up afterwards, and then Win came up complaining to Jean. And Jean says, "No, he's not grumpy. Because he's not throwing cups at you." Because when I first came here, I got so upset with him, and I threw a bloody cup out the cabin door here. I drank my tea and threw the bloody cup out, and which broke, and everybody remembers that.
No, it doesn't broke.
It didn't break.
Yeah,
whatever.
because it hits on the paddle.
It hit
the
on the
mud,
in
yeah.
the mud. Yeah, with the sea of mud out here at the time. Warwick. No, I don't think they eat veal at all. But beef, yeah, they do eat a fair bit of beef. But it's in soups. And what I've seen here was very strange. The skin, the cow's skin, they boil that up and make a soup. But the skin still had the hair on. Yeah, but these little soup stalls you see everywhere, they all have beef soup, whether it be bones or skin or whatever, to go with the rice. And down the market they have beef. I don't think many people buy the beef on the market. It'd be too expensive, I would imagine. I've bought it a couple of times and no, it's no good. Very tough. And okay if you're stewing it. So basically, I eat pork and chicken. But we haven't had chicken for a good while, have we?
Yeah. We our chicken.
Yeah, we have one of his own chickens.
Yeah.
Um, we buy chicken downtown sometimes. Most of it's from pork shop. I think most of it is culling birds, egg laying birds. Oh, we used to buy the frozen chicken.
Yeah, the frozen one.
They were the meat birds. I would imagine they're the same chicks we've got, whatever breed.
Yeah.
Because I was looking last week, and them chickens, you can see a line down the breast now. So they're obviously pumping up on the chicken breast, and they're still only chicks, and you can see them. You can see it. Turkeys. Yeah. I don't know about turkeys. I want big birds if I'm going to process them myself.
Turkey, same as Richie Tyke.
Same as.
That's Richie.
Oh yeah, Richie had a couple of turkeys, didn't he? I want big birds if I'm going to butcher them and package them in the freezer to sell in the shop. It makes sense for me to have a big bird. But turkeys, I don't know. Because where do I put the damn things? I need another run for them.
Yeah,
when you finish fooding, you can maybe have birds roaming around. I don't know. But these Raman birds and Jersey Giants, the Jersey Giants for definite, they were bred to compete with turkeys. You don't see many turkeys. Oh, I haven't seen many turkeys for sale here in the shops. The trouble with turkey legs is that great big bloody legs. But here they chop everything up and slice it up. So, I could sell turkeys for sure. But what they like to breed, I don't know.
I don't want them roaming around in there.
Right.
Because they're gonna beat you.
They're gonna beat you.
Yeah.
Bite you.
They're gonna follow you everywhere and then.
Oh.
Yeah, because before there in the old place, my uncle had one of that.
Yeah, the turkey.
When we go past their place, they keep us. Ha? Itos lock to ditos kuan. Apoy dira to dalhon diri ka diyot be. Dalha diri ka diyot ba? What you call that one?
What one?
The I don't know.
We should.
Weighing scale forgot to charge.
Weighing scale forgot to charge.
Mm.
What's that got to do with turkeys?
No, the wings. That's what Win shouted, but.
Oh, we forgot to charge the weighing scale. I suppose it would never occur to Win to charge it, would it?
Yeah.
A couple of geese would be good.
Geese, that's same as duck?
Yeah, but bigger. They're good guard dogs. And if you don't have many of them, they'll follow you around all day long like a guard dog.
What is that called?
And they peck.
Yeah. No, they're okay compared with the turkey.
No, they're not. They sting.
Especially when they make their feathers.
Oh, when they puff it.
Oh, like
the
that.
Turkey cocks.
They're gonna beat you.
That's to impress the hens.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna beat you.
They're gonna beat you.
Yeah.
Bloody geese nip. They've got flat beaks. And if you bent over and they nip you on the bum, It didn't half with his thing.
Yeah, with a very long neck.
Yeah, but people don't eat geese very much nowadays. That was always a bird in England for Christmas,
Uh,
for a goose.
Goose.
Mm. But there's no end to things you can do. There's no end to things you can do at all. Uh, but you got to have a limit. You can't do everything, and sometimes events overtake you. Like we've got these local birds,
Native.
sorry,
Native.
these native birds, and they're very small. But Jean tells me we've gone through accident. There's 8 of them chicks wandered into the property, and we picked them up and we put them in the pen. And they sell for 300 pesos a kilo. So they're expensive, and they need to be a kilo and a half to sell them. So if people want them and they'll pay for them, we'll do them. But we're running out of space of what we can do. But I'm sure the 3 breeds we've got, the Black Australorps, the Plymouth Rocks, and the Rhode Island Reds, if one of them breeds doesn't sell particularly well, we'll stop that breed and we'll put something else in that shed. And if the native birds sell really well, um, we'll carry on with them. But the meat birds we're getting in now, and we've got the second lot of chicks. They're the birds which everybody buys on a day-to-day basis, and they're how much a kilo?
Live weight.
Yeah,
160.
160 a kilo live weight, and the butcher them themselves. Um, so they're bound to sell because that's what everybody buys on a normal weekly basis. So I would think they'll be going all the time, and I think the 3 breeds of birds we've got is enough. Whether we carry on with the native birds, it depends whether they sell or not. I don't think there's any room to introduce anything else unless one of the breeds we've got isn't very popular and we get rid of that breed and move on to something else.
The thing on the native chickens is no need for you to incubate them eggs because them hens will hatch them.
Yeah, well, you don't need to incubate any eggs, but the whole point of incubating eggs is you get more chicks out of them.
Mm.
If you leave them just to your own devices, if you don't check the eggs in the nesting boxes, or if they have eggs on the ground somewhere, and you get an egg what doesn't develop, and it's a bad egg, and it's not taken out, it'll explode under the bird, and they're all ruined.
No, doesn't do like that
Yes, it does.
because my papa before had a chicken.
Hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't explode. It just live in there. And what we do is after the chicks being hatched, we collect all the one which doesn't hatch.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we cook it.
and you cook. Well, I dropped an egg down there yesterday, and I threw it over the back fence. But I knew she'd have been wanting it to cook it up to the chicken side. But I have to sleep with her. So I threw it over the back fence. Mm. Edward Down. Hi,
You
Edward.
miss some comments?
I'll go back to him in a minute. Um, I've just canned the eggs can't remember how many days old they are.
30.
Sorry?
They will be 21 days on the 30th.
I have to candle them again and turn the rollers off so the eggs aren't turning. So I think we're only a week away or something like that before they start hatching.
Mm.
Maybe 10 days away. I've got a calendar. I can't remember these
21
things.
days now, it's 20.
I can't remember these things anymore, so I mark them on the calendar so I don't miss them.
9?
So what have I missed?
There.
Where?
I don't think dogs would be like geese. That's Martin
No.
Ruben.
Yeah, Martin. No, geese are like dogs, and unless you have a flock of geese, if you just have one, possibly two, they attach themselves to you, not to each other, and they'll follow you around. And they are good guard dogs, because anybody comes on site, they go daft. Any stranger comes, they
very noisy.
Very noisy. Yeah.
Very, very big egg.
Yeah, blue eggs, if I remember rightly. I used to like guinea fowls as well. You don't see them anymore. I've heard people on comments mention them, so they have them in America. But I haven't seen guinea fowls for years and years. They're noisy. A flock of guinea fowls, you can hear them coming round the corner. Yeah, it is, Martin. I thought the brownish one was a hen, but it turned out to be a cockerel. The only way I can get, but we're going to keep the cockerels. Jean wants to keep them. So at a later stage, I can get fertile eggs, Brahma fertile eggs, which I'll do. And I think I'm not liking the Plymouth Rock very much. I don't know why. I'm just not liking them as much as the Rhode Island Reds and Black.
Yeah, but the rooster are very nice. Just the eggs.
Yeah, the roosters are very attractive birds. So I might replace the Plymouth Rocks with the Brahma one. The thing you got to bear in mind with the Brahma, they're such a big bird. They'll be good for butchering here because we cut out all the chicken up into small pieces, so you get a large leg or wing, and you can cut the wing in half and you can chop the leg up. So it'll be as saleable as a smaller bird. But of course, if you have a chicken run, you'll be more limited to how many birds you can have in there. But it should work out weight-wise and meat exactly the same. But yeah, I do fancy having. I can't get the Jersey Giants here, and you can't get them in Australia. I looked into that. So the Brahman would be the second choice. I do like the idea of them very large chickens.
You missed one for me.
Which one of them is?
John Wheater.
Sorry?
John Wheater. The third one to the bottom.
Ah. So it was very aggressive.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat you.
Yeah, I've never had anything to do with male turkeys. We've had chickens in the past, male chickens, which have been very aggressive. But normally I went to a turkey farm, when there was a young lad butchering, and to pick up the turkeys for Christmas. But all their turkeys were hens. So they bought the chicks in and raised them for Christmas. And the butcher I worked for bought all the turkeys he had. So yeah, I can imagine the male birds, like chicken, like roosters, can be very aggressive. Um, yeah. Yeah, but there's people saying comments, why don't you get goats? And I've always thought goats are lovely animals. But you, I've only got 1,800 square meters, so I'm very limited. I've kept sheep. I've had sheep in the past. I had 1,000. Was it 1,000? No. In Kerrang I had sheep. I can't remember how many. It was a lot. And I can't remember the name on of them sheep I had. I bought a whole flock when I went up there. They had a big fat tail. I think they originated from South Africa. And they were self-shedding. You didn't have to shear them. And they were mainly for meat. And the tails are that wide at the top of the tail. And they were supposed to have value for a medicinal value for the fat in the tail. Can't think offhand what they call them. And I got an alpaca as a guard dog for them sheep. And they could survive with very, very little feed and bad feed. And they did quite well, but we had a drought at Kerrang and they turned the irrigation water off, so I had no water and I couldn't afford to tank it in. But so I had to slaughter them all, like everybody, all the neighbours around me were slaughtering virtually everything. But yeah, sheep were good. So it's all gone quiet down there. Yeah. I think they're emptying the pig now. Yeah, sorry, I misread that, Martin. I don't think dogs would like geese. Yeah. No, I don't think the dogs would. Because they wouldn't back down to the dogs. They'd go for the dogs. Whereas if the chickens are running around, maybe the dogs would leave them alone. Maybe they wouldn't. If they didn't leave them alone, I think William had that problem with dogs, killing the chickens. All these chickens are running around, so he had to put the dogs on chains. The big dog, the older dog, didn't bother him, but the younger dogs did. I don't know how our two dogs would go on. The brown dog, Cholo, he's just stupid.
All the time.
He was castrated as a puppy, so he's still a puppy. Yoda's a bit more sensible. But a stray cat came in under the gate a good while ago, and Yoda jumped straight on it and killed it instantly. But she doesn't bother the cats in here. She's frightened of them. The big cats, the boss for sure, and even the kittens are arching the back. But you've got to be careful with the dogs. We need the cats in the sari shop. Um, Otherwise, all the mice and rats come in. Um, we had 3 kittens before offer, and they kept disappearing. People were taking them away. One went next door to the egg farm. It's still there. Oh, the cat had 3 kittens, and a stray kitten came in, so with 4, and they all disappeared. The last one we had, it came on heat for the first time and went bloody crazy, and that disappeared of its own free will, I think, and we haven't seen it since. Went looking for a tomcat. Yeah. Well, we've been going near enough an hour, just short, or 3/4 of an hour. So I'll leave it there, and I'll go and see what they're doing with the pig down the bottom, and we'll get sorted out. It's 4:45 just turned now. We'll get the table sorted out for the pig coming up, and we'll have it out the front by 5:30. And I'll start a video going, and you can see what's going on.
Put the camera again there.
What?
It will fall down again.
Oh no, I won't put a screen. I dropped the camera twice last week, and I was lucky both times it didn't break. Well, I'm saying I dropped it twice. The second time it fell off the damned selfie stick. The end broke off. Well, I couldn't do anything about that. But I was very lucky not to break the phone. So I'll leave it there, and we'll see you throughout the week on the video.